Alright, so when you open up GarageBand, this is probably going to be the first screen that you see. There's all these different instruments, and as you slide your hand, it will move to the different instruments that you will need to choose from. For this one, we're going to need to choose drums. So you slide until you have this up, and then you press that down. If you have a different screen that had popped up before this, you're going to there will be a plus up in this corner if you're at a different looking screen. So you'll hit that plus and slide until you get to the drums, and hit that. Make sure you hit the regular drums, not the smart drums. Once you're within the drums, you can change between these 6 different kinds of sets. We have 3 regular drum sets that'll look more like what you see behind here, and you'll have 3 digital sets that look a little bit different. The way you get to that is you just tap that here. Then, after you've selected which kind of drum set you're going to use, you will hit this plus right over here. You just tap it, and then this song sections thing will pop up. We're going to tap section A. Section A, this will pop up. You're going to hit up until it is at 16 measures. Once it's at 16 measures, you simply tap outside of that box, and it will all fill up. So you'll have your 16 measures to work with from that. There are a couple of other things that you'll want to make sure that you're aware of, and I'm going to show them to you right now. The next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make sure that we set the tempo. So you're going to tap this wrench right up here. Sorry, I had the wrong thing up. I'm going to tap that wrench right there, and this list is going to pop on. You want to keep the metronome on. That's going to keep a steady click going at whatever you have your tempo set at. You're going to want to make sure that if you have quarter notes, they match that click exactly, because each click equals 1 beat. You're also going to want to leave the count in on, because that's going to give you 4 beats to get ready to play. There's a couple of different sounds you can choose. I suggest the woodblock because it has a really distinct sound, but if you want to try one of the other ones, you're welcome to try one of the other ones. And then you're going to tap tempo, and when you tap tempo, this is going to happen. So now we have this new screen here. There are 2 ways you can adjust the tempo. You can either tap 8 beats steady at the speed that you want your piece to move at, or you can adjust by tapping up and down or sliding up and down to move a little bit faster. I'd recommend somewhere between 60 and 80 for while you're getting started. Moved to 70. Just so you know, it's better to record slow, because once you're done recording, you can always speed the tempo up when you're done. Because we are going to use something called quantization. Let me show you how quantization works. So once you have your tempo set at this, you're good to go. These hammer-looking things are supposed to be like the sliders on a mixing board, and so this is going to let us mix some different things up about it. Don't worry about these things. You can leave them alone. After you're totally done recording, you can go ahead and play around with them a little bit if you would like. Now, quantization. This is going to be the next big thing. Right now it's set to 16th note. What that means is, let's say you play something a little bit wrong, it's going to pull it to the nearest 16th note. So if it's too late or too early, it's going to end up sounding wrong. Since for our compositions, the fastest note we're going to be using is the 8th note, we need to change that. So you're going to change that by tapping quantization, and then this screen pops up, and then you just tap 8th note, see a little check next to it, and so now it's going to adjust to the nearest 8th note. So if you're a little bit late or a little bit early, it'll fix it to make it right for you. If you're too late or too early, it's not going to be able to help you. Alright, and so that's how we get our GarageBand file set up and ready to go.